What the hell are you? Whatever you are, you'd better make like a tree and get out of here.
I'm an elf and demand to know what's going on here.
Too fat to be an elf.
Well, really, I am.
You're not allowed in the upper town without permission. Get on your thing and take a hike.
I'm Ivadora, Princess of the Woodland, and I demand to be taken to the
The Archmage is dead. Murdered.
That's idiotic.
That's the official version. The only one you should mention in the... Weathervane is a wanted gnome. Him and the other terrorists have fled into...
If Alastair is currently indisposed, who's in charge?
Merchant Council leader Van Buren.
Then take me to her.
Ha! Believe me, you don't want to go anywhere near that woman. Not to mention her daughter.
You think that Wilbur Weathervane, little Wilbur, is a terrorist?
What's size got to do with it? That damn king of thieves is a terrorist. Him and his rats are the heart of the underground.
Where are they hiding?
I already told you, in the underground. There are hundreds of ways down there, if you're a rat, and Van Buren is having all the rat holes she can find blocked up.
And if one is not a rat?
I only know of one way in, big enough for a grown man. That means it's maybe even big enough for you.
This grand entrance to the underground, where exactly is it?
Are you planning to make common cause with the terrorists?
Perhaps I want to arrest them.
Van Buren isn't interested in making arrests. She wants Weathervane and the King of Thieves well and truly out of her way. They both mean trouble, always have done. I've got nothing against your friend, but I'd love to see that little French rat with the Spanish accent put to the sword.
Where's the entrance?
You won't get any information out of me, Elf. Trust me, I'm doing you a favour.
I am not fat.
Don't
It would appear that elf pregnancies progress a little differently outside of the woodland realm.
you get fat at home?
Elf pregnancies take years, but here? Oh, it seems that years turn into days.
You should be glad. You'll get it over and done with quicker.
I'm really not into... Oh boy. I'm sure I'll find out exactly what I need to know.
You shouldn't be here. You should save your skin and get out of here while you can. You've got to think for two now. Don't forget that.
Bye. Come on, Buttercup. Perhaps we'll find out more elsewhere. What the hell? Hi there.
Well, hello there. Oh, what do you want?
Wanted for Archmage's murder? Has this dangerous terrorist still not been apprehended?
It's a lot of nonsense. Van Buren wants to get rid of the rats. She calls them terrorists so that her people can snoop around. Completely incidentally, wink wink, they find you, Jeeper, troll dung, I tell you.
Hello, Mr. Fox.
Oh, shit.
It appears we need to have a little conversation.
I'm sure he didn't mean it.
Of course not.
Perhaps we could...
What's all this? Oh.
You should take care of what you say, Mr. Fox. Think of the children. Come along, sweetie.
Oh, Mama, look! I made him! Isn't he sweet?
Oh, well done, darling. That old Jenkins will have learnt his lesson good and proper now.
I want him! Perhaps we can reach some kind of agreement. I'm sure that we... I made him, Mama! He's mine!
But, sweetie!
Mine!
Oh, of course. Then, you take him with you.
I didn't see them. Sorry.
It wasn't your fault. Carelessness. Ow.
The daughter of the council leader.
Oh.
How is that possible? Normally magic fades after a while. Where's she... Can you tell me any...
Yeah.
Was there actually any murder at all? I mean, is... Wilbur and the rats would never have harmed him. They're being made into scapegoat? Assuming the Archmage is still alive, Van Buren would have kept him close by. In the Mage Tower? In the school? Right, that's where I'm heading next then. What are you gonna do?
What can I do? I'm a journalist, not a mage. There aren't any mages left in this town.
Magic is the key to her power. Does she think that only a... How convenient that the town's most inventive mage is underground and wanted for murder. Van Buren can't have gained power by legitimate methods.
These lovely...
Like swearing?
Ha! Oh. Sybil Van Buren's power without any censorship. That's what it is. Do you know what the worst thing...
I understand. I must go.
You might find this useful if you want to take a look round the upper town.
Thank you. That's unusual. We have pretty much every known plant species in the elf, but this... Smiling flowers? That's mad. Dolls, toy animals. There are poppies and pink dresses back there. And there's a remarkable range. Seastone's a harbour town. It's pretty rough here. That shop's asking for trouble with that range of goods, even if some of the seafarers are a bit soft. Candy floss, ice cream, chocolate, sweets. Not a soul to be seen. Either everyone's hiding in their houses, or this place is... I'm an elf and don't feel the heat and cold as much as human. Otherwise, elf girls' clothing would be extremely I'm an elf and don't... Otherwise... Seastone is big. First, I should gather as much information as possible from up here. A merchant stall. Maybe it belongs to one of those delightful fellows. He appears to still be selling normal. Presumably it's just a question of time before he'll also be offering pandas and... In the past, I'd have climbed up there easily. Right now, though, I'd rather put my feet up for an hour. No, Ivo, you must not allow this. There's a surprisingly large padlock on this privy. Someone's really not keen to allow their fellow man access to a free bit of relief. There's a surprisingly... Seastone. I've never understood why so many people want to live in such a small... The whole town looks like a rubbish tip over a sewer. Despite this, everyone was... Seastone stood for freedom, the wide world, success.
Stop! Papers, please.
I'm Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm. I'm pregnant. Do I have to get angry as well?
Ah, Princess. I didn't recognise you.
I have an appointment.
Are you sure? I mean,
Does the council leader normally discuss her diary with the town?
no.
I'm here on an official visit. My mother, the Queen, has sent me to pay the council. Is there a problem?
Of course not, Your Highness. This way, please.
Thank you. That'll be all.
But
Council Leader Van Buren.
What now? Oh, you. Why are you bringing the elf in here, Shieldhand?
The elf is Princess Ivo of the Woodland Realm. I'm here on official business by order of my mother, the Queen.
Princess Ivo? What?
We received the sad news about the death of the...
Yes, terrible.
Almost unbelievable. A powerful mage like Alastair simply...
The rats and that weathervane. But don't you worry. We're hunting them down.
I know Wilbur Weathervane and Remi de Dumas. We're friends.
What are you saying? Friends?
I don't believe... Well, I'm pretty sure that Alastair would have stood with them. And...
So, you are...
I'm the Queen's daughter on a diplomatic mission and I'm trying... Do you know how difficult it is to get hold of a fully trained... It cost me a pot of gold.
I will happily Is that all?
The last time I was here, the town...
Yes, we have cleaned. That encampment in front of the gates was unworthy.
I agree. But where are the refugees?
Gun. And that's why the citizens of this town can live a decent or...
A decent...
According to the... There's no crime in Seastone anymore. No beggar. How can I leave the rest of the world to remain in a state of chaos?
You can't impose your ideas onto all human... They have to follow you of their own free will. Or not, as the case...
That was how things used to be done. But now there are ways and means of...
If that's your attitude, then I...
Wait! You're not about to go and fetch a certain art.
Even if I knew where the artifact of divine fate was, I wouldn't use...
Oh, Alastair's girl. But you must... Shieldhand, put her in jail.
What?
But Lady Van Buren, she's an envoy of the Queen.
I will pay a visit to the Woodland Realm and explain... from
This...
Come any closer and I'll box you. What a lovely dice. Did you make it?
Yes, I can make anything.
Really? And you think of all these lovely things by yourself?
A few are in my book too.
Oh, the Frog King. Ah, that story was always a favourite of mine.
Mine too.
Here, have a nice play with your dice. The Frog King, eh?
Get her out of here!
Please, come with me. At least you'll be safe in jail. No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
The pregnant princess of the woodland realm, in jail. Luckily, the reporter's got problems of his own to deal with right now. Hey! Psst! You there! Do you know a rat called Remi de Dumas?
You're Ivo, aren't you?
Do we know one another?
I followed Uncle Remi and hid while you were having all those banquets and receptions. You were there, and Wilbur, Captain Nate, and the Critter, and Archmage Alastair. It was all very festive.
Can you fetch Wilbur or Remi so they can rescue me?
I can rescue you. I'm in the Resistance.
Yeah, of course, but perhaps your uncle...
Oh, he's on a mission. But fortunately, there's a rat here who can help a princess in need.
How much longer is this gonna go on?
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. And you should mind what you say. No, that's not quite straight either. Try again.
All right. Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alastair, the rotten, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. The wanted gnome is armed and dangerous. There was a poster like that about me. I'd hang it up in my
I'm
room.
not blaming you. And I've already found something else to pass the time. Spit spot.
Now Mr. Fox is busy sticking up wanted posters. That'll take him a couple of hours by the looks of things. Many say Mr. Shieldhand is the worst town guard Seastone has
That's
ever
not quite
had.
straight either.
Us rats
Try
see
again.
it differently. He's lazy, not particularly clever, and when he does happen to patrol the streets, his armour clanks and creaks so much it's perfect. This fire is lit every night. Mr. Shieldhand used to enjoy grilling sausages on it. But all that stopped since he lost one of his dimensions. I wonder what...
And entertaining. Actually,
A couple of bits of charred wood have fallen through the grill.
Sharp now.
I'll take
Council
one.
leader's orders. No.
The symbol of the Resistance. That should be hanging up all over town. The door looks quite solid and is probably locked. And even if it isn't, Shield...
Gonna go on.
The door looks quite solid and is probably locked.
Nice and straight.
And even if it isn't,
mind what you say.
Shieldhand would notice if I opened it. I'll have you out of there in no time.
Yeah, and if
No.
that doesn't work,
That's
then you'll
not
get
quite
help,
straight either.
okay?
Try again.
It's not my fault you can't comfort yourself with your food anymore.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I've already found something else to pass the time. Spit spot.
All right. The symbol of the resistance. That should be hanging up all over town.
Differences, but this is just...
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leader's orders. No. That's not quite straight either. Try again.
How much longer is this gonna go on?
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. And you should mind what you say.
Oh, I've already taken one. That should be
No.
enough.
That's not quite straight either. Try again.
Not possible right now.
It's not my fault you can't comfort yourself with your food anymore.
Oh, I'm not blaming you. And I've
All
already
right.
found something else to pass the time.
The paste is beginning to
what?
soften the paper. I should get rid of it quickly. That might work. If Mr. Shieldhand had the symbol
not
of the
quite
rebel
straight
stuck
either.
to his back,
Try again.
I'm sure he'd try and get rid of it as quickly as possible. But I can't just stroll up there and stick it on his back. If he sees me, it'll take just one strike and I'm down for the count.
I know we've had our differences, but this is just...
And entertaining. Actually, it's mainly just entertaining. Look sharp now. Council leader's orders.
That might work.
That's not quite
If
straight
Mr.
either.
Shieldhand
Try again.
had... I can't just stroll up there and stick it on his back. If he sees me, it'll take just one...
How much longer is this gonna go on?
Until you've learned to put the posters up nice and straight. And you should mind what you say.
Time to turn Mr. Shieldhand...
No. That's not quite straight either. Try again. What the? What is it? Hey, Fox, is there something on my back? Can you see anything?
Oh, yeah. I can see something, all right.
What is it? Is there something stuck to me?
Now, what would the council leader say if our very own town guard...
Propaganda, but...
Don't worry. It might sting a little bit.
But no!
Stop that resistance sympathiser!
Even if I find a way to reach the keyhole, would I be able to push the door open? Even if I find... It's a bit unfair. There are many... You all right, Princess?
Have you got a...
I'm with... There are 3 keys on the town guard's keyring. One of them should be for the door to the guard. This is the second time I've had to rescue one of the big heroes of Aventade, Timmy Mousevich. Ivo, I've got the key!
Really? Well done.
Can you reach it?
No, but I've got a blanket in here which I can rip into strips. Right, that's sorted.
Wow, you're really fat.
I'm pregnant. Somehow. Where are Wilbur and the others?
In the underground. I'll let them know you're here.
But where? Oh. I can't believe how the little rat boy got me out of jail. I think he must take after his uncle. If I do my job right, then soon I'm going to be an enemy of the state. And looking at... If I do my... From celebrated hero to enemy of the state... steep career path. A bucket with an evil-smelling sticky If I ever need anything like this, I'll know where to find it. Salt pretzels, donuts with icing sugar, together with hot mustard and a bit of pickled Oh, I've never had a craving for fish fingers with cut. Wow, I'm glad I'm out of there. Seastone's a dangerous place these days, but at least I can... Presumably all these goods were delivered, or at least ordered, before Van Buren assumed power. I can't imagine any sane airship captain would dream of flying into Seastone right now. It all seems quiet and peaceful looking in. However, there are unbelievable powers and great tragedies. We just don't look carefully enough. As a child, he told me of strange worlds, and sometimes when the night sky was particularly clear, I believed that I could... From up there, our problems must appear so small. All good, all evil in this world. Every elf, human, dwarf or gnome, all lovers. All this exists at one tiny little moment. And yet, it's still worth fighting for. Because our moment... That crane's new. Seastone's merchants have been very creative where Someone once wanted to sell me a license for an apple. They didn't want the apple to belong to me, just the right to eat it. I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have ended well, had I agreed to that. From up there, all good, all this, and yet... Wilbur wrote very excitedly to me that he, of all people, had been appointed as the first professor to the school by... I think he was very proud, but also a bit intimidated because of his... Those are the kind of worries that we'd be grateful for. The Mage Tower in Seastone is notorious. It confuses people. It's said that visitors the town didn't like never emerged. A lotto ball. Blank. Doesn't look like this has ever... I shouldn't take unnecessary risks. I'd better chat to Wilbur.
Huh? Oh, it's you.
Working late, are we?
A merchant's work is never done. Now, if you don't mind, I'm off on holiday.
Who takes care of business?
We don't get many walk-in customers now. But when I get back, I'm going to talk to the council leader about
And these are...
fresh off the press, so to speak. The management's efforts have optimized production.
Then one just needs to find someone who wants something.
I'm working on that. In my opinion, I'm going to speak to the council leader of...
What did you say? Where's the entrance to the
I didn't say anything. And you've got no...
And where exactly of those fluffy things?
Not...
And this privy doesn't lead...
No!
Then may I use it? Or is the flush not?
I don't know anything about any underground. I just want to earn an honest crust. Why does everyone... I'm taking these ghastly things to the school.
A great disguise for the secret entrance to the under... No one would be keen to know where the things plopped into a privy would disappear to. And the merchant was in such a fluster that he forgot the... Hello? Anybody there?
Ivo! Is that you?
Wilbur? What on earth have you been up to?
Well, you see, it's like this. And then he didn't pull us up. And then Timmy came and said you were in town. And then you called out, Wilbur!
Thanks, It's a pretty long story.
Yeah, but exciting too, right? And sometimes funny and a bit sad.
What's the next step? How are we going to change the Archmage back?
Wilbur was going to run away.
What?
That's water under the bridge. We have problems to solve.
Exactly. We can't simply leave the town to this dreadful... And from what we know, it's likely that Munkus is sneaking around here.
So what do we do?
First, I'm going to get you up here, I guess. Then we can work out together how to rescue the...
But Remi's right. As long as the wand still exists, there's no way we can defeat Van Buren.
Master Alastair will know what to do.
Don't rely on me. Rely on yourselves and on your friend.
What? You have to speak up.
That's what the Archmage always said. Remi believed him. That's why he took the matter into his own...
What's happened to Remi?
He's relying on me. I'll follow him and we'll find... You pull the zombies and Nate up, and then come up with something for the Archmage. Maybe we can also help one another a little. Maybe we can use the basket to exchange items and talk to each other through the hole.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Go get Este, Gulliver. Time for some fresh air.
I don't know how to thank you, Wilbur.
It's... all right.
Our second child will definitely be called Wilbur. What do you say, Nate? Want to see the stars?
But I can help. You sure can. If you hear terrified screams coming from the hole, then think of something. You are going to find Uncle Remi, aren't you? Of course. The rope has served me well twice already. Maybe it'll hold up for a third time, too. You know, it's heavy. The time had to come sooner or later. Ah! Oh, hello?
Another one.
For years no one visits, and now all this activity?
Not that I have anything against creepy voices from the dark, but maybe we...
Why is it dark? And what could... The young hero stood in a beam of light, surrounded by the deepest darkness.
Two trolls look up into the night sky. One asks the other, and the other replies, well, of course, there's...
Ugh.
Fantastic.
The
ugly dwarf turned and made to leave that sinister place.
Hey, I'm not a dwarf. Mum says I'm a handsome little fella, too.
He said defensively, but this did not impress the darkness much. Next, the dwarf said,
Who are you?
And we can't.
Well, we could. That we just don't. We are gods. We can.
He froze, as if struck by a bolt of lightning, whilst... But you must. You are speaking...
What exactly are implications?
Hey, two cannibals are eating a clown, and one...
Oh, do be quiet. I'm trying to create atmosphere here.
Isn't it about time for a bit?
If you're gods, then can't you just say...
Two trolls are looking up into the night.
Not.
Of course we... Or it could simply just be... Where's the challenge?
But... Why does everything always have to be so
And stamped his foot on the ground.
Say what?
You have to stamp your foot.
What kind of gods are you?
Well...
Wait! He has to...
Did a rat in a hat...
asked the gnome in a brave voice. He, however, didn't know that...
You know something about Remi?
That's what one calls foreshadowing. It's a device used to keep...
Showing something other than complete darkness might all...
He's got to solve the riddle.
So what's with Remi? Was he here? Where did he go?
Oh, I've got another one. One politician says to the other, I don't know why no one likes us. We don't do anything.
And what exactly has that got to do with the story?
Thank you for the...
Not with that...
Hey, two cannibals are eating a clown, and one says to the other, he tastes a bit funny.
That joke?
That's absolutely no reason for not...
Hey, it's a...
Aside from the light coming through the hole, you can hardly see a thing down here. And I think I need more than just a torch or something like that. It sounds like I'm in a fairly large cavern. Hello?
Where?
Can't you? There's a little rat sitting up there.
Emotion over...
That's not true!
You must have...
Put as many obstacles in it.
Perhaps...
No.
I need to find enough.
As long...
Up's even worse than down.
Wilbur, have you found Uncle...
Not yet. But Timmy?
Yeah?
You can hardly see your hand in front of your face down there. I need a light.
We could build a torch.
Not only is it pretty dark down there, but pretty scary as well. A flickering torch? That casts shadows? No thanks. I need something different. Something I've got to get back.
You can do it.
It looks like the Van Buren's girls' abominations have even found someone with taste couldn't bear to have this stuff around any longer and threw... Mostly toys. A hand mirror. I'm going to take it with me. Nate liked to see so. Probably because there are so many new things waiting for him up there. I almost envy him having the chance. Hi, Ethel.
Ooh, you always have this habit.
I followed Rem.
Ooh.
Dark.
Then you need to sort out some...
You and us.
Surprise? Didn't want to eat me or anything? Nice. Gone now. Oh.
You could visit her sometime.
But...
You and Eth, although I'm still not...
What's so difficult? Yellow and blue give you green. Pink and fluffy give you...
There's a colour called Fluffy.
fluffy jumpers are dyed with it. Many wash powders are made. Oh, young people to.
I have to be going, I thought.
If you need stew, you know.
The pipe eventually gets to the magic school staff room, where the transformed archmage is being held. Unfortunately, I'm about 10 times too big to fit through the pipe. The pipe, Without Gulliver, Este, and Nate, everything down here looks even more desolate. The people up there already have enough of the stuff. The rubbish stays here. Ivo?
What?
Not that I'm not overjoyed.
I need to talk to Archmage Alastair.
Unless it's about catching flies with your tongue, he's not going to be any help to you at the...
Well, the problem can wait.
Monkus is...
Yes, I think like flies to Arbor's pot. Dark sorcerer, a little girl with seemingly unlimited magic.
And he can transform himself into anyone. Be careful of...
Who says he's up here? He could be down there with you. We must both keep...
Remi said that much of the city's been...
Some buildings have been badly affected, but what's worse is that some people have also been
That is
Van Buren's
Luckily you...
Wouldn't be the first.
Where's the
It's okay. She's on her way to the Elf Burrow. She wants to pay my mother a visit.
Doesn't that worry you?
Nah, she'll get nowhere in the Elf Burrow.
So it's just a question of how long it takes Van Buren to...
She'll be furious. It's best we're no longer here by...
For my...
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Thanks. I have to get going.
Good luck. I get the impression they would go through thick and thin together. I'm really... Hi, you two.
Oh, hello.
I've not had...
My name is Gulliver. This is our son down there with the...
Nate?
Nate, named after a true hero and good friend. It was down to him that Esther and I got together.
It's not...
I know, but where else can we go? Zombies and the undead aren't really well...
People think that we eat their brains.
Ew. Or perhaps you'd be better off in the wildlands. There are loads of
Why do we have to go? Just because other people have a problem with us? That's not...
Wilbur talked about the machine that you built together. Maybe you can bring it up here and build slates for yourself when everything...
I don't think only Bill knows where to get the intelligence, and he'd claim I've stolen his idea. He can afford ghouls. Worse, lawyers. Anyway, where am I going to get the gold? Who would even lend me a...
Don't give up, sunshine.
Esther's right. Those who fight may lose, but those who don't fight have lost all...
Says the young, pretty and rich elf.
About Nate?
Unfortunately not. We would have loved to have had him at our wedding, but...
I'm sure he's out there in the big wide world, helping others.
But he left his love behind in the process. That deceitful hypocrite who disappeared in the middle of the night with no explanation and leaving me standing there like an idiot of a pirate? No, I don't. I've got to go now. Bye, you two.
Bye.
Bye. Of course, statues were not sure who If I do my job right, when the cat's away, the mice will play. Let's go in. What the? You could have hit me.
Yeah, what? No one's allowed to enter the school as
Oh, somebody.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, I'll mention that in my.
What, Rip?
Oh, I'm not really permitted to tell you, but let's just say a positive evaluation.
But I'm exactly where I...
Really?
Sure, otherwise...
You really must have a ball.
A smart guy like me can really make...
But you're destined for greater things. Go out there.
I could. Let everyone else bumble around if they want to. They always come crawling, and I just say...
Council Leader Van Buren has asked me to get something from her office for her.
She didn't tell. She only told me to knock the head off anyone who tried...
Oh, presumably she forgot to mention it. She'll be very angry if I...
Angry with you?
Oh, what a delight.
Well, it's no surprise you liked it. Conversations with the... It was rather disappointing. But you did.
I've got to get into the staff room. So
Of course you are.
you wouldn't hit me.
Despite the fat belly and...
His general appearance is not exactly pleasant, and his most defining...
Think you're something special because you know all these...
He's not particularly quick, physically...
It's all...
He's not particularly... I can't risk starting a fight with the troll. Yeah, I could get past him, but he might follow. Annoyingly, I can't trick him either. He's just too stupid. A two-headed ogre. Rather rare and pretty complicated. Anatomically. Good evening, gentlemen.
Mademoiselle.
Fat elf!
My name is Ivo, and you are...
Not Princess Ivo.
Yep, that's me.
It's an honor, although, considering the current situation...
I still don't...
Oh, excuse...
Please, call me Ivo.
My name is Zloth.
Blout!
Perhaps you could explain to me what's happened here.
Mage? Me?
Why's Loth always say?
Not after what happened to the other mages in this town.
What's happened?
Oh, nothing. But I've definitely given up, and therefore...
Nice shop, but,
Candy floss? Puppy?
It's we had such a lovely inn. Subdued lighting, and now...
Lollies!
A whole building has been transformed permanently. How does she do it?
I,
Are you?
You what?
Blout should tell council leader if...
You're spying for the council lead.
Blout's afraid the merchant council leader's daughter might turn him into a little girl with pigtails.
We shouldn't give away that daughter.
No, Blout.
Then that's okay. No.
Yes,
What is...
A friend of mine who's active in the,
I'm no longer a mage and have nothing to do with the resistance, and because I'm no longer a mage, like, for example, this clicker, which can
Good job that you aren't a mage anymore. Now I can give this thing to my friend, who's not on a wanted list and who's also not in the resistance.
Why talk so strange?
You're much too suspicious.
Blout, I don't think you should spy for Van Buren.
Blout not want to spy, but Blout...
I was all for fleeing, but Blout wanted to stay.
Quite difficult, given your size.
Blout won't disguise.
Maybe not, but what about me?
Have you still got the disguise you were going to use to hide from...
Still...
Would you...
You want hide from council lady? You can...
No, I just want to secure the disguise and hand it...
Otherwise, the rebels could get hold of the disguise, Blout. Do you want to be responsible for a rebel disguising themselves?
No! Here, take...
Thanks for the chat.
You were like a beacon of light in the darkness of night, Princess.
This is Nate. His name isn't his fault. I'll try to be nice to him. Hello, Nate. Are you interested in these toys?
He says, finally I know where all the...
You can understand him.
It's quite obvious what he thinks of this. I think he says one could also build something you...
Right then, capture starlight. That is beautiful. Wilbur?
Yes?
I've captured a bit of star.
Really?
I'm going to send the clicker down in the basket. You must wait until you're in the dark.
Got it!
Is there another way in?
If we had some fireplace travel powder, you could get...
Fireplace? I'm sure there isn't a fireplace in there. Presumably it's now a doll's house or something.
Maybe the fireplace in the library's still okay.
Worth a try. Just missing the powder now.
It's on the headmaster's desk.
Which brings us back to the start of...
Yep. That's about the...
That's all for now.
See you later. The basket will let Ivor and I exchange stuff. Very handy if one of us gets stuck at something. Wow!
Oh, that's bright.
I can see.
By God, you've got old.
You're only statues.
We are gods, trapped in statues. That, by the way, is a very exciting story.
Could someone help me up? Thank you.
Hey, all this light reminds me of a joke. Two trolls look up into the night sky. One asks the other...
Maybe you could just lie him face.
So you're gods in statues?
And so it came to pass that the young hero...
The statues depict us. They are...
I always thought gods lived somewhere up in the sky and really...
I have lived in many temples, all of which were dedicated to me. The faithful met in them, and they all paid homage to me, the god of...
And then you were forgotten and ate sand for a few centuries.
That one calls himself Jerry, the god of bad.
The god of...
That is Avini, goddess of the arts, and...
Hypnis, the chatter.
The god of good story.
One picture speaks more than a...
Hello?
Said the young hero, and then...
I've always liked...
Yes, one of my...
You wrote the night...
I wrote all stories. Boy falls in love with girl, hooker with a heart, happy ending, all my inventions. Everything since.
Wow.
I also invented the words and, wide, and jam, as well as the letters. The last has, however, not been accepted by the majority.
I still don't understand. I mean, you're gods.
Of course we can.
In reality, though, no one has believed in us for a long while.
I thought all of the...
Nah. We get our power by people believing. It can be a great power. A power that can...
But if no one believes in you anymore...
Our temples were destroyed centuries ago, or rededicated. These 4 statues, if they disappear, we, like our religion,
have to go,
he said, and went out into the world.
Hi.
Hello.
The art? Is that like when you make a face?
Art is everywhere. There is not... That's why I'm the most...
The world can...
Now you both know the world would be terribly dull without...
Every time a painter picks up his brush, a sculptor his chisel...
The painters and sculptors sing too.
Leave it, gnome. She's not so good with words.
I have to go.
Go forth.
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, young friend.
The god of...
Oh, of course. It'd be a sorry...
It is really bad if one...
Oh, you just haven't got a sense of humour. One politician says to the other, I don't know why no one... Or...
yes. I have to go. This lake looks weird. The water is so dark and somehow... wrong.
Oh, it's real water.
Then I could just swim to the island?
Oh, I wouldn't try that if I were you.
And if I build a raft and get myself a small rowing boat?
No boat can cross this lake, spoke the mighty voice of the highest. We can only explain to you...
Maybe the lake is cursed. I can feel something evil. The gods must know how to cross a lake like that.
Yes, we do.
An island in the lake with the ruins of the creep... An island. Hello,
said the young hero, and then asked the...
I think my...
Now, it's...
No, it isn't. First he's got to answer some riddle.
Oh, we've already done with the light. Can't we simply get on with the story now?
Previously, people honored us, gave us offerings, erected...
I can't build you a temple.
No, but you can honor us.
You are,
How pitiful.
You must give each of us an offering, or fulfill...
Yes, and only when you've won over 3 of us will we...
People, gods, whatever you are, this isn't a game. Remi...
When he is in the temple of the Nameless One...
Another reason for you to hurry. Chop chop, mortal.
You said...
That's right. Hundreds of years ago, the Nameless One grew ever more... Of course, the priests of the other gods were very unhappy about this. So they forbade the name of this god to be spoken, his symbols to be worn, or those who were versed in the dark arts and wanted to use the god's power for their own purposes built this temple deep, and they performed forbidden rituals there and increased the might of the god.
That doesn't sound good.
It wasn't. At some point or other, they were discovered and the temple destroyed. Shortly thereafter, the Nameless One was banished.
And then what happened?
A few years ago, men appeared. Dark mages who had delved. They built a machine. The purpose...
Maybe they wanted to bring the Nameless One back.
If that was their aim, they didn't succeed. The island lapsed back.
Ah, then my wand might have belonged to one of...
I don't know anything about magic wands. I just know that for several years the temple has been inhabited...
And Remi's just gone.
That reminds me of an old... Shortly before the first...
Sorry, I just don't have time for long stories.
Oh, of course. But just run along then. Check out the neighborhood for...
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. My vote would be to get...
We agreed that he has to complete a task for...
But you don't know what happens on the island. It will be very exciting.
What's happening on the island?
Down here, riddles must be solved if you want... That's hardly a suitable...
Storytelling is not easy. It has to be a creative, exciting story. Come on, gnome. Think up a...
A small lion. So, he wants to start a new life across the ocean and boards a ship. An unseen...
Aha! Gripping storyline, exciting characters. The first act is... What are the further developments and...
So yes, then he becomes a captain and is faced with a zombie. He can escape the aquarium where he was trapped the whole time.
And then, the twist.
So...
Ah! Very original.
But...
You've got my support, my...
So, two to go. Hi.
Hello.
And what do I have...
Well, you don't appear to have a cup of wine on you.
Of course.
Okay, my first request, don't. And don't ever think about dancing again. Painting, sculpt...
To be honest, I'm a cracking dancer, but I'm rubbish at everything else.
Then, best leave art to the I would love to sing again, but I really can't bring me a tuning fork or something of that kind. When I hear the...
I have to go.
Go forth.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh, young friend, would you like...
As you're in such a good mood, you'll...
Oh, comedians always have a dark side.
And what do you know about...
I am the god of humor. I invented, but...
Yes, only so that people will know when they have to...
Oh, yeah? 2 cannibals are eating a clown. What, eh? You see? It's a tough business making people roll in the aisles. You lot just don't... That's the task I'll set you, mortal!
You want me to tell you a joke?
One that's so funny, it makes my stomach ache with laughter. Oh, it'll...
I don't think...
Oh, come on! Everyone knows most aren't of a standard high enough to make a god laugh, of course. But anyway, ask around and try it.
I have to go. Good day.
Do you wish me a good day? Or mean that it is a good day whether I want it or not?
If you're the god of puzzles, I have a serious...
Why?
Why does everything have to be so complicated? An unlocked chest? Someone who just helps? For free?
Nothing worth having in this world simply falls into your lap.
Yes, but chests, complicated machines in submerged temples, machines that must have been completely pointless.
I agree. This is all just a...
I don't know what the problem is. Doing a little dance to create...
I guess the only way to...
No tasks. Riddle. If you ask me a question I can't answer.
That's so...
My first riddle for you goes like, what has roots nobody can see, towers beyond the tallest tree, never grows to get this high, but reaches up towards the sky?
A river.
Must it? Not the way I see it.
Does that mean I lost?
Well, that would be a bit unfair, don't you think? You are playing against the god of riddle. You can give it another go, eh?
Could you repeat?
What has roots nobody can see, towers beyond the tallest tree, never...
Roots that nobody sees? A mountain. Could be a mountain.
Well done. Now, it's your turn. Ask me.
What is the answer to...
41.5. Of course, I am the god of riddles. Others may get their sums wrong, but... My turn. 30 white horses on a red hill. First they champ, then they stamp, then they stand still.
30. Teeth? Teeth!
Well, I never. That clever little fella.
What is the... I don't think that's correct.
Of course, I am the god of riddles.
But...
My turn. Voiceless it cries, wingless flutters, toothless bites.
Screaming, flying, biting.
Oh, all right. Your turn.
What have I got on my...
A mirror, a magical device that some people... And...
Wow!
Yep. Yes, got a riddle. My turn. Something that consumes us all, from the mighty to the small, eats into iron and grinds down stone, dulls every sword, breaks every throne, defeats kings, turns their castles to dust, waits for no man, for pass it must.
You mean time, right? Nothing can...
Not even the gods. Everything had correct answer.
If you're all-knowing and all-powerful, can you think of a question that is so difficult that even you...
Of course. I can do anything.
But if you're all-knowing, you would know the answer to every question.
Of course I know.
Here's the deal. You give me your favor, and we'll just drop the troublesome topic of omniscience completely.
With that, the actual task which I set, without your knowledge, has been mastered. You have won my...
And that's two... If I address him, he might tell me a joke. I don't want to risk it. If I... What's up with this creepily decorated alcove? Is there a statue missing here?
I wouldn't say missing.
Where there is light, there is shade. Where there is good, there must also be evil. The Nameless One was probably the most powerful amongst us. Whenever anyone did anything evil, people believed that it was his fault.
Oh, and because everyone believed in him?
He became more and more powerful. It was simple for everyone. They could blame all their bad deeds on him.
Where is he now?
They banished him to the dungeon dimension. It's probably the greatest story of all time.
That will be told another time. He was banished, and many small gods were put in his place. Murphy, the god of stupid coincidences. Monday, the god of bad moods.
Hundreds, thousands of little gods that people could blame when they did something bad.
Maybe the lake is cursed. I can't... The god...
Yes, we do.
That's Remi's shrinking ring. That means he was here. Remi! Is this also a goddess?
No, that is an Amazon. They got...
Didn't do a particularly good job of... Timmy?
Yeah?
There's a dark lake.
Haven't you had a look?
I don't know how that water looks suspicious, and the statues of the god...
How did Uncle Remi get to...
I guess he knows the secret of how to cross... So don't worry, Listen.
He never puts that...
It was on the edge of a...
Oh, perhaps... Of course he knew that. You wouldn't leave a friend in...
Do you know any good...
Is this really an...
I need a good joke to get your uncle out of the temple.
I've kinda got one. What do us rats hide and squeak?
Not bad.
Well, it's not funny.
I've got to get back.
You can do...
Yoo-hoo.
Oh, young friend.
I know a joke. Hide and squeak.
That was terrible. So predictable.
I thought that was very funny.
Me too.
Well, which once again proves how little you all... No, I didn't laugh.
I have to go. I'll find Remi. Timmy's been... Hi, Ethel.
Well, ooh, you always have this habit of creeping up on me.
Hi.
Oh, he never leaves that ring lying around. You have to...
I'll do my best. Don't ask what...
Too hot. One says, oh, the other answers, ah, go away.
Come on, tell me a joke.
That,
I don't...
If you're not part of the solution, then you're part of the
No need to insult me. I'm dead...
Your mother is so ugly, not even fluorine would combine with...
Now you're even insulting my mother. I just want you to tell...
Oh, something like, so this cannibal cook says to the captive, can you please whistle when the water boils?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know any jokes like that.
Oh well, then I'll use the one with the carbon thingy. I have to be going, Ethel.
If you need stew, you know...
But with Remi's shrinking ring I could fit. Lockie seems to be engrossed in his work. As long as I stay down here and be very quiet, he won't notice me. A lot of the stuff here is made out of this smooth, shiny material. I wouldn't want to run into this doll in the dark. The doll has a ring on its back. I wonder if you...
Love me.
Not again.
I've done a poo-poo. Shall we sing a song?
Professor Weathervane?
It's not what it looks like.
So you're not trying to liberate the frog?
So, well, you're not calling...
It is my...
How can you work for...
I'm just a simple civil servant who must obey his
Even if she's as mad as a...
Since the death of the Archmage, Sybil Van Buren is my new...
I didn't transform the Archmage.
Of course I know that. The very Archmage Alastair was Professor, Doctor. It's completely implausible that someone like you could defeat the... It was Chantal Van Buren. She cast a spell on him with that cursed wand.
That's right.
But how does she do it?
We believe that she...
I'm a loyal civil servant. I work for the council leader. The less knowledge I need to conceal from her...
Please, Headman, you could start by taking the chains off...
Betray my mistress? However, well, it's time to call... I will lock the door and admonish the guard troll to be vigilant. But the fact that I've seen a gnome here...
That's very kind.
I shall have to write a negative evaluation in my... Good evening, Professor, and... Lock yourself. No one is to get into the office. You hear?
Whew, that could have backfired. Being rat-sized isn't all it's cracked up to be. Parents often say it looks like a bomb exploded here. Usually it's just an exaggeration, but here... What a hideous... Better not get too close to... If I have to. It's an old model. I wonder if...
Welcome back.
It's my old slate! The trait...
I only do what I am programmed to do. All evil.
Who ordered you to deceive me?
Username, Monko.
I see! I'll take you with me, but don't get any big ideas about me trusting you. Pretty thick chains, and I suspect Van Buren enchanted them to protect them against an open spell. We'll get you out of there, Archmage Alastair. We just have to find a way to get rid of the chains. This time, I'm just going to take the whole tin. It's for a good cause. Lots of papers, quills, ink stains and the like. Nothing interesting. Ivo!
Yes?
I borrowed a box of fireplace travel powder from the headmaster's desk.
Brilliant! I can really do with that.
Headmaster Block has locked the door to the staff room.
So what are we gonna do now?
It's easy. I'll send up the magic slate. It can repeat the door code.
Handy to have a little friend who can do all the work for you. Thanks.
Listen to this.
Oh, the music. Notes.
Not bad, eh? I'm an
Whoa, that's it, I think. I'm going to practice every day so that I don't forget.
Oh, great.
Unless I counted wrong, So?
Walk.
Ha ha! You might be able to walk on...
And what about ice?
Ice?
Haven't you noticed how cold it is?
That doesn't look like ice.
So?
And you couldn't have just told me that?
Would it have been as satisfying?
Probably not. But you'd better hope nothing happened to Remi just because you delayed. Remi must have figured out that the lake was frozen on his first... He probably went straight to the temple. It looks like water, but... it's actually ice. Child's play. Ah! Whoa! Ah! Whoa! No problem at all. Remi!
No, Wilbur. It's a trap.
You will bring me the wand that this thief stole years ago.
Who? You! You're the ghost of one of those mages.
The Nameless One must never...
No? Neither I nor Remi want that, so why...
He stole all the... Bring me...
Let Remi go free!
He will die.
I don't have the magic...
Then retrieve it,
Oh! Ah! We don't have that much time.
Your friend is growing...
But we can't! Ah! All right, I'll think of something, Remi.
I know you will.
I have to get Remi out of there as quickly as possible. He seemed so weak. Maybe I can somehow sneak past the ghost, or, I'll sneak back over to the island. Now I know what awaits. Maybe I can find a place to hide while I suss out the... That's probably the strange machine that cultists wanted to use for... Doesn't look like it's been used recently. The ghost called the wand the key. I wonder... No idea how far down. The cellar master spoke of caves and crevices reaching hundreds, sometimes thousands of meters down. Oh, Remi, if I'd have gone with you, this never would have happened. Or if it had, I could have got... Remi's very weak. Hang in there, old friend. What a dreadful... The ghost lured Remi into a trap, and now it's using me to get... There's no negotiating with the ghost. I can't let that... Looks like a mirror. I'm not sure. Maybe the cultists required either sun or moonlight for certain rituals and used the mirrors to... This mirror's broken. No trace of the shards. The hand mirror is, of course, much smaller than the mirror that was in there before, but it should be enough for a small beam of light. The light doesn't seem to bother him. He hasn't moved from the spot. The beam of moonlight really emphasizes just how dark it is down here. The mirrors project the light on precisely the spot. That could be useful. Now the glow's directly beneath the ghost. Doesn't seem to bother it. The mirrors project the light on precisely the spot. That could be useful. Now the glow's directly beneath the ghost. Doesn't seem to bother it. I have to expel the ghost somehow, or the god of story said the ghost never leaves the island. I'll just need a few minutes, then I can free Remi and get him to... Remi's very weak. Hang in there, old friend. I'll think of something. Being shrunk is no fun at all. I should only use the ring when it's really necessary. I was in the temple and there's a terrifying ghost.
That's great. That gives it a little...
A little pet, my friend.
And you have only... This is exciting, isn't it?
This is all just a game to you, but rats are If something happens to Remi because you wouldn't help me, then... I don't have time to waste on you, God.
What's the matter?
I've had enough of gods. I have to take care of... Timmy?
Yeah?
I've...
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find...
Yeah. If he knew his uncle was caught in a trap and badly injured, or worse, he could march straight to the temple and... I've got to get...
You can do...
Hi, Ethel.
Oh, you all...
I found Remi. He's... Do you have anything like a healing potion?
Will take a while if it's to be as strong.
Okay. Please. And do you by any chance know it?
Oh, superstitious.
That isn't quite true. There's...
Oh, temperature changes, fog.
Look, there's a ghost down there and it's taken Remi...
Hallucination, suggestion, not real.
If you say so. You look after the healing. I'll deal with the I'll see what I can do for Remi.
Yes.
No entry!
Listen!
Huh?
The council leader Van Buren ordered a magical slate.
So?
I meant to deliver...
So?
I need...
Van Buren isn't...
I know, I just have to leave it on her desk.
How are you going to do that?
What a delightful conversation.
I've had
He's not particularly quick, physically.
It's...
He's not particularly...
Ivo? Nothing.
Wilbur?
Yes? You have to throw it in a fire. And then you walk into the flames and concentrate hard on...
Aha. I've never... Have you not memorized?
Of course, they were... Owl, worm, and...
You think...
I'm pretty sure. Unless it was a... At least it wasn't eagle.
All right, that's all for now.
See you later. Ivo?
What?
I found Remi.
Great. That should help.
I found Remi in the temple.
Is he okay?
I couldn't get through. A terrifying ghost is... He really doesn't look...
We have to get him up here. Then I can take a look at his...
But we have to get past the ghost.
Can't you cast a spell over it? You must know that...
I never looked into that. I always thought that was too scary.
Oh, I'll see what I can...
Yeah! I have a dolphin.
What do I want with a doll?
What am I supposed to do with it?
Why did you take it if you didn't need...
It gives me the willies. So...
That makes no sense at all.
Do you,
All right.
I have to get going. Don't...
Good luck.
I once sang a song with a good company in Elfborough. Ivo's mother cut a grimace, and Ivo's bird flew against the... Ivo didn't say anything, but I don't think better if I don't remind her.
Hello, you...
Have we been in...
It's me.
Probably just a friendly townsman, Gulliver.
This disguise works really well. Hi, you two.
Oh, hello.
I bet you know all...
I used to share a flat with some.
Do you happen to know how to cast a spell?
No, but I do know that ghosts don't stick to cleaning rosters, and they don't use doors, and that could really...
I've got to go now. Bye.
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 No.
I have to drop this off.
What is it?
A present for Chantel Van Buren. She requested it.
Take it away.
I would have taken it into the staff room, but as you don't want to let me in there...
Are you my mummy?
No.
I love you.
Make it stop.
Shall we sing a song? Oh, how I love having a friend.
Turn it off!
Oh, she'll stop of her own accord in a few days' time.
I need potty.
I'll smash it.
And what would the little Chantel say about you destroying her new toy? You know, Chantel, the queen of pink and fluffy.
Blackmail, eh? That ain't gonna work with me. Ha! I can't hear anything.
Will you please let me into the staff? Grumda, you are the one. He can't.
Probably best if I leave the way I came. And I'm not going back to town until I've saved Remi. We'll get you out of there, Archmage Alastair. We just have...
Grumda, you... He can't hear it. Hi, you two. Hi, you two. Wanted for the murder of Archmage Alastair. The wanted man. Ha! Wilbur might be many things, but Hello, Sloth. Blout.
Ah, princess.
I could do with knowing how to cast a spell on a...
I know. As you know, one fears nothing more. And if one knows nothing...
Ghosts evil. Steal Blout socks.
Of course, it's always just our left socks that are missing. That's you.
So, what about ghost spells then?
I know you can keep ghosts at bay with...
Blout has protector amulet with symbols.
About the...
Protect me from... Works good. Not attacked by ghosts so far.
Could I borrow it?
No. Then
The amulet depicts the magic circle, but it's not magical. Blout got it.
It could still come in useful.
It's mine.
I would try to persuade him. He's almost as scared of ghosts as he is...
Blout, how about I give you... I've got, a stone, which protects you from the evil eye.
Give you 5 gold pieces.
I don't want to sell the stone.
But Blout want to be protected.
A light...
Blout's life depends... Perhaps ghosts.
This... Thanks for...
You were like...
Hello, Sloth.
Good evening, sir.
You're having a laugh, aren't you?
Princess?
Fat.
Don't be stupid, Blout. Only a shape...
Surely you recognise me?
Just in case you're one of the council leaders' people, my brother Blout and I are
As far as I know, you just need to throw a bit of this powder into the fireplace and then get in it. Right then, bit of powder into the fire. Am I thinking of the right symbols? Those appear to have been the right symbols.
I think we've been discovered. Shh.
Hello? I'm not going to harm you. Wilbur told me of this library.
Wilbur! Is he well?
He disappeared suddenly.
He had to go underground. Supernatural forces now have the say in the school.
Ach, we know that. We looked through a crack in the door and saw that terrible woman and her daughter.
They didn't exactly look like intellectuals.
If the Van Burens discover this library, then you'll have to prepare yourself for a future of being coloured in. Don't worry, we won't let it come to that. However,
Then go. Courage stands at the beginning of a task and...
the workplace of a bookbinder, I think. I can practically still smell the trouble. It's a good thing the library can disguise it. Riots and revolutions are all too often accompanied.
How can we help you, old friend?
Can I cast...
I don't know. Are you some kind of... So why ask me when...
No, can you take...
Ah, well that's... We have several good books.
Look, thank you, but I'm really just interested in...
I know.
Excellent. So how do I do it? To be precise...
I think what you need is a magic. That's a symbol that you draw onto the ground. Ghosts are incapable.
Sounds good. Do these symbols get drawn with blood?
Actually, most people use chalk. But I'm sure you could use blood as well if it's a square with a circle over it that has to have exactly the same surface area and a right-angled triangle.
Sounds like something out of a mathematics...
Ha! Mathematics. This is about science.
Oi! What was that?
As
Okay. I have to...
Wait a minute. She is travelling.
Why is there a fire here? Did you light it?
No, that was Wilbur.
But that must have been days ago.
We thought it was strange too. Aye, Wilbur must be a mighty spellcaster if a fire he conjured up burns for so long.
A mighty spell, maybe. But from Wilbur? Unlikely. Hasn't noticed anything. Now, must be really quiet. Our idiot guard can't hear anything anymore. I better get the Archmage out of the... According to Wilbur, the door's locked, and it'll only open when... After you, Headmaster.
469. 41.
Have a good evening, Headmaster, Madam.
Well, my little one, have they been treating you well? I'll get you out of here. I just have to take care of something first. I can't leave Buttercup behind. She may be a creation of the little Van Buren, but she's my pink-coloured love-hearty hippogriff girl. Very unlikely that a fire will be burning in that fireplace anytime soon. I wonder if all these transformations can be reversed when Wilbur finds a way of destroying the magic wand. I must admit, there was probably a time when I would have thought these sorts... But I was probably only 80. Lucky the council leader hasn't noticed that I've cleared the entrance to the rat hole. She wouldn't appreciate the rats having access to... The jar's been fastened to the cupboard with heavy imprints. I wonder if... Aha! Archmage Alastair, are you well? I can't understand you. Blink once for yes and twice for no. Ooh, what does no blinks mean? Hang on, can frogs even blink? I think we'll need to sort this out later. I'm getting you out of here. Lots of papers, feather quills. This is interesting. A signet ring with the seal of the council leader. It's used to make laws and decrees official and identifiable. That means that until the council leader discovers it, I can pretty much pass any new law that I want. Right then, a new law. By order of the council leader, with immediate effect, the wearing of magic protective amulets is forbidden. Well, I don't actually need a reason, just because. Whoever is caught with such an amulet will be punished with severe cuteness for at least 6 months. Right, with seal and everything. Right then. By order of the council leader, with immediate effect, all pregnant in particular, it is forbidden anyone breaking this law will be banned. That makes... Right then. By order of... Furthermore, they are permitted to do so in order to write bad poetry or... That's for Arbor, should he ever come to town. Right then. Only prerequisite, no one will be forced to marry a pompous ass just because he's a rich prince. Perhaps not the best phrased law of all time, but... Making new laws is fun, but as they won't be enforced, I'd really better concentrate on doing...
I'll let Ivor. She can go places I can't. She can even reach things higher than 1.5 meters. I'll look after everything down here in the underground.
She can come with me as soon as I've finished here. She can... Okay, Buttercup. You have to be really... No. Okay. I said quietly, Buttercup. No, the troll was not your friend. He was trying to kill us. No, I'm pretty sure that he didn't just want to play when he started hacking at us. Be that as it may, Archmage Alastair is... As soon as Wilbur has rescued Remi and knows how we can destroy the wand, we'll need to leave. Morning's approaching, and in all probability this'll be the day that we see the return of a very, very... I'm sorry to have to say this.
Brout not, Brout stands here like good little...
You're wearing an amulet, and that...
What it say?
By order of the Merchant Council leader, and with a... Well, I don't need any reason. Whoever is caught with such an item is to be punished with...
Huh? No! Brout don't want to be, got to escape!
Well, perhaps you can ask the friendly law
Who's I...
What he means, Blout, is if you are really sorry about this and you can see you've made a mistake, then maybe the daughter of the council leader...
Sorry?
I will, however, need to confiscate the amulet, so that you won't be tempted to wear it in...
Confiscate. Take away.
Oh, sure. You don't tell little girl, right?
I'll keep it for myself. Wilbur? No reply. Doesn't appear to be there.
Ivo?
Yes.
Nothing.
Right.
Ivo's there.
Wilbur?
Yes?
I've got an...
Is it magic?
Not in the slight, but it shows the symbol you have to draw on the ground underneath the ghost to...
Okay.
I've saved or the frog that we think is Archmage Alistair.
Cracking! Is your...
Yeah, he's okay. Got a few, but it wasn't because I dropped him a couple of times fighting the troll together with a hippogriff or...
Ivo? Did you just say you rode a hippogriff?
The Archmage has said... That's all for now.
See you later. Ivo?
Yes.
Nothing.
Right.
Ivo's there. I'll get Remi out of that terrible... I've had enough of gods. I have to take care of Remi. If I put the medallion on the mirror, then the shadow might... It works! Yes! The ghost can't leave the magic circle. I have to get to Remi, quick! Remi!
Good idea, using the magic circle, Wilbur. But it won't hold him off for long.
Okay, but we gotta get out of here, quick!
No.
No?
It's too late, Wilbur. The trap is probably the only...
It's not too late.
I don't have. Let's not waste it with impossible dreaming. I've only...
If only I...
You're here. My death won't be in...
What about...
There were two brothers, powerful sorcerers. They searched, and one of them went insane and left town. The other...
Remi!
Shortly before the brother's death, he transferred. That power would only be unleashed if a blood...
And one...
No, my grandfather must have encountered the sorcerer. By coincidence, he gave his life.
You mean
He guards the wand. Didn't want it to find it. This place is evil, Wilbur. The wall between our world and the dungeon dimension is particularly... I think my grandfather has forgotten who...
You found the wand and...
Wilbur, in everyday life, the sorcerers were... Sybil married Montgomery Van Buren, the sorcerer's youngest son. Her daughter, Chantal, has a Van Buren blood.
The first time the wand acted strangely was in the classroom. It must have sensed Chantal.
And when Chantal got her hands on it, she received all her
How can we destroy...
It's explained in the second brother. He spent his final years mentally...
And the one brother came up with a way to break the other's power if it ever became necessary.
Yes, you must find the book and destroy... Go now, my friend.
Remi!
The resistance needs a leader, and I know of no greater fight. Give this to Timmy, please.
What happened? Where's Uncle...
I'm so...
No, but... You said you'd bring him back.
I tried.
All set to go? They're waiting down by the gate.
And Tim...
Esther and Nate are taking care of him.
Okay.
Yes. Remi said the key to the wand's destruction lies in the dark and his... death.
No, it shan't. I just don't know if we should split up. We're a good team.
A good team was...
It wasn't your fault and you know it.
I don't know it. If I hadn't wallowed in self, if I'd have gone down right at the start, everything...
And if he hadn't given you the magic wand, it would have too. Or if Van Buren's daughter hadn't got her hands on the If. All that we can do is keep Remi's memory alive in that we honour him and do what he would have done. Would he have stood here and reproached himself? So, what's the plan?
You look after the...
You're right. She'll be beside herself when she notices that the art...
Any idea how to bring him back?
Not the slightest. But I know how to find...
How?
An oracle told me. I'll have to help a friend and will not know... I must then find a flying pirate island and on it a building with...
Then that's your path. Come on, Gulliver. Let's go and see what Timmy's up to.
Yep. Good luck.
And we should put as much distance between us and Seastone before the old witch realises what's...
Come on then, Buttercup. We're trying to find a flying pirate island. That's well... Too many questions. Cheap, here you are at last. We're looking for a flying island. Try to keep up.
It's quite fascinating how you can get other people to work for you, if you know... Your services are no longer needed.
You're going to bring the Nameless...
Nonsense. Only an idiot or a...
And I am...